Victor Bravo Golf.
Well, hello there, K6BBG, K6MYC.
Why, good evening, Mike. How are you?
K6MYC, AA6S. Turn the amp on, why make a difference? K6MYC, AA6F.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo. KJ6TYL 1009.
WA6AAJ727.
Yeah, good evening all. K6MYC. Just getting my paperwork ready here.
N6SWR listening for the Bozo Net.
Well, hey, 247. How are you doing, Ben? N6SWR, K6MYC. Good to hear you. Must have fixed the antenna, huh?
Roger, I have some QRM locally on this band at the moment. It just came up in the last hour or so, but previously it was clear and no buzzing sound, but I went through my house and I haven't been able to find anything, turning everything off that's caused it, so it's something external. But anyway, good evening. I'll try to come back again next week and hopefully we'll have chased the noise down.
Yeah, well, if it's PG&E or something down there, power company or some solar stuff, you're going to have a little more time, but good luck finding the noise. That'll be good, but you got a nice strong signal up here. I think that's the best we've heard you in quite some time, Ben, over. You must be having trouble with me.
0.3, 1.4 on the beam, and I've had the amplifier reworked, so hopefully everything's back to where we had it a few years ago.
N6SWR, AA6S.
A6S, N6S.
Yeah, N6SWR, AA6S. Yeah, you're coming in okay here in Visalia, but I noticed the antenna was rotating around. It must be bouncing off some hills because I was out up in northeast. It was actually stronger. I mean, at least it's strong. But anyway, you got a good signal here in Visalia. N6SWR, back to you, Ben, AA6S, over.
Roger, thanks much. N6SWR, back to net.
Okay, very good. Very good to hear you again, Ben, and good luck with the noise problem there. Yeah, that's always a tough one. I get noise here from time to time. 73s, let's see, KB6RQU, are you here, Rick? Old Bozo 61, are you with us? Not yet. Good evening, Bill, and good to hear you. Good evening to you, Mike, 727. I got 1009. Good evening, Ron. Good to hear you.
982's here.
Who is that?
982.
982 is here also. Well, good evening, Daryl, and good evening to, let's see, it was Dave that was the first one in here. 971. Let me get you written down here, Dave. Everybody came in so quick. I was writing stuff down, and I skipped right over you there. Anyway, good evening, Gerald. Good to hear you. And if you want, shoot it over to Dave. Dave, I don't think I ever got anything from you on on my phone related to that little pair of pliers, Kinetsu or Kinentex or whatever it was called. I wrote it down, but I couldn't read my writing, and Judy couldn't read my writing. She thought it was a call sign. So I must have written it down, and it looked just like a call sign. Anyway, maybe you could email it to me or send it to me again on the phone. My email is MikeK6MYC at protonmail.com. MikeK6MYC at protonmail.com. K6BBG in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I texted over to you the night we talked about it. I'll see if I can't dig it up and send it to you again.
Well, don't send it on a text. It doesn't seem to be getting through. Over. We looked for it, and it wasn't in my texts. It wasn't anything on my phone about it. Over.
Huh. Well, what's the telephone number?
Oh, I thought you had my phone number. It's the phone number on my cell phone, 559-994-5105.
That's 559-994-5105.
That's correct.
Make sure that's the number I sent it to.
Now, you might have, but the point is I'm not getting some phone messages that come in that way. Sometimes I get texts and sometimes I don't. So if it happens to come in at a given time, it just doesn't come through. Over.
All right. Well, I'll try and send it to you right now. So keep a lookout for it.
I will. Thank you. I hear the boys in LA vertical, so we got pretty good propagation tonight. One more call here. KB6RQU. Rick, are you here? Nothing from Rick. Okay. Mike, over to you. WB6AAJ. Good to chat on the phone. I don't know if you got a hold of, maybe we'll get, if you stick around this evening, Phil, WB6GGY, usually checks in before 8 o'clock here. He'll be checking in sort of when I get pointed over toward the Bay Area there, and I'll try to get you two together. Over.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I didn't have time to get to his email. I did look him up just to get a bearing on him, so that's fine. If we don't make contact tonight, I'll shoot him an email.
Yeah, okay. As far as I know, his email is okay. But he can't read it, so you'll have to. I think his wife Barbara reads his email, but he can't read. He's blind, you know.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, just like me.
Okay.
It's best if you. I have his phone number, so I can get that to you. But it's best if you catch him tonight. He'll give you the phone number, I'm sure, over the phone, over the air here, once you get off frequency. Over.
All right, that sounds good.
Mike, is your email address still k6myc@gmail.com?
No, it isn't. It's at protonmail.com.
Okay, give it to me again, Mike.
It's just Mike, K6MYC, at Proton, PROTON mail. All one word, protonmail.com.
And that's not .com or anything, or is it .com?
Protonmail.com.
Okay, Mike, I'll send it to you email also.
Okay, that'll be good. Thank you. Okay, Ron, let's see. Are you still in here at KJ6TYO, K6MYC?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Yeah, just kind of thought I'd get out here tonight and check in. I'm supposed to run that 10-meter net, so and then I got to be at work at 3 in the morning. Kind of tired.
Yeah, okay. Good enough. Well, you're checked in, all in good shape. Good evening to you, and try to stay on the right side of the road at 3 a.m. Over.
You know, it's hardly anybody out there then, so, but boy, come around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and then, boy, it sure picks up. 7, 8, 9, oh, boy, it's packed. So, anyway, all right, take care, Mike.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you. Good to hear you. KJ6TYO. Anybody else in here? K6MYC Bozo Net, 2 meters.
KK6ZKE 704.
Okay, 704. Good evening, Terry. Hang on a second. Somebody else underneath you. Who was underneath Terry there? Go ahead.
Whiskey 6, Papa Echo, 620.
I got you already, Mike, but you're pointed, I'm pointed wrong for you. I was going to wait for you. We missed you on 1296 yesterday. We thought you'd be there for sure. We got 19. We were hoping you would check in and give us 20 check-ins. Hi.
Well, I tried to check in, and you were talking, I think, Daryl or somebody in Nevada, and then Ken, I think, called you, and you pointed your antenna back to the Bay Area, and I couldn't get to you after that.
No, that's not. You must have had something wrong, because I hear you no matter where I point. Over.
Okay. Well, I was not hearing you too well on my end. The conditions weren't that great.
Oh, no, it wasn't conditions. I'm telling you, you had something wrong. If you weren't hearing my 600 watts from 25 miles away from Oakhurst, you have something wrong. So that's why I did not hear you. You were probably transmitting into an open or something. So that's anyway. I just want to give you a heads up that you were not getting in there. You were not getting out. You're always very loud. I never haven't had any trouble hearing you, even when I'm pointed in the wrong direction here like I am now. Anyway, no worries. Glad you got you in here tonight, and we'll look for you tomorrow night as well. But I'm sure that there's something went wrong on 1296. I stood by for you several times, and we rag-chewed on the frequency after the net, and I even mentioned that we had tried to look for you, but you weren't there. Over.
Okay. Well, I'll check it out and make sure the SWR looks good for the antenna and stuff. So anyway, thanks for the heads up on that. W6PE.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to tell you, but conditions were terrible. But you're so line of sight to me that it's a slam dunk. All righty. Let's see, who else do we have in here? K6MYC Bozo Net pointing toward Los Angeles. I'm waiting for KG6 USS or anybody else down south. How about W6 Papa Mike Delta? Anybody down south? No response. We haven't had Ken in here for a week now. Hopefully we'll get Ken tonight. He should be over on 10 meters. Somebody can tell me later if he checks in on 10. And we should have 1079. I assume the stream is up. We should have 432 and 226 in here at the very least. Terry, over to you. Thanks for standing by. KK6ZKE, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and everybody. Not much going on here. Another computer to fix and going to the skin doctor. That's about as exciting as I get.
Well, it's not exciting, but it is challenging. Everybody, to my knowledge, is having some trouble at some level with the computers and the whole thing. I heard a comment today that somebody was saying about government computers. If they get rid of all the computers and just put in a few more phones, things would get done 100 times faster than it does with the computers that they're using. It's just awful. And it's not just the federal government, it's the California government also. Just terrible. They keep changing the websites, and they keep changing protocol and menus, and it's just continual learning curve. I wish they would just settle on something and not make big changes, particularly when they put go here or start or end or something. They keep moving those commands. The commands you use most often, they keep putting in little funny places. Everybody has trouble finding. How about erase? How about delete? How about save? Those commands they keep taking and putting in weird places and renaming them as well. That's not another problem. Computer geeks just can't quit fiddling. All right, let's make one more call up and down the valley here. Anybody else to check in or have anything else to say? I want you guys to pay attention to the HOA legislation that's in front of Congress right now, both Senate. It's a different Senate bill, different number than the House of Representatives bill. Two different numbers but ARRL has written a letter, and we'll send it for you to your representative. You go to the website, ARRL website, and I think type HOA, but the information is HTTP, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember it, but it's easy to find. And then go to that website, and it'll say, type in your call sign, and if you're okay in QRZ, then they'll send a letter on your behalf with your return address to your local representatives. And they type a copy of the letter so you can read the letter and what you're signing. It just says we would appreciate it if you could pass that bill so we can get homeowners associations to let hams put up modest antenna installations and so on. So it's a very, very important bill for ham radio and emergencies and everything else. Thanks, guys. Anybody else in the San Joaquin Valley within the sound of my voice, please check in now. Okay, 6MYC. Okay, over to Atascadero. There we are toward Atascadero, W6QUI. W6QUI, Ron, I wonder if you're there this evening. K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters. What is this, one of the first and the third Wednesday of the month or something? This can't be the third Wednesday. It can't be the first one either. We're well past the first one by a day or so. So should be running there. W6QUI, KM6EIV. Anybody over on the coast near or Paso Robles or Atascadero, K6MYC, QRZ, Bozo Net.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, W6QUI over here. Bozo 1055. Also, want to check in Eric. He wasn't able to get up to the hill tonight, and he KN6EIV, Bozo 1044, over.
Yeah, Roger, okay, got him in already, thank you. And sorry he couldn't get to the hill tonight, but at least he's thinking about us, and certainly could work us here if he had time to drive to the hill. So thanks for the check-in there, Ron. Hopefully your weekend went well. We missed you on Monday, I guess, Sunday night. But anyway, good to hear you. And weather over here has been very nice. It probably got into the high 80s today, maybe touched 90, but I don't think so. But it was lovely, very nice and warm, and clear blue skies most of the day. Clouded over a little bit toward the end of the day, but still very nice and warm out here. W6QUI in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, it was much cooler today. We probably hung into the 70s, maybe high to mid 70s today compared to a few days ago. It got pretty warm. So, and we're getting fog influence in the evenings here. And it's actually quite cool. It's 60 degrees out there right now, 60 degrees outside. It's a very cool onshore breeze. So, no doubt the coast is fogged in currently, which brings us cool air. Now, Eric I think he was over in the valley today. He got home a little late, so he was ready to retire, so to speak. So he asked me to check him in, so maybe next time. Yeah, we did check in Tuesday, had a nice chat with Bill, and so 1200 still working fine. Over.
Yeah, I hope we got you. I don't think I ever heard Bill. I could be wrong, but I thought both Bill and Mike were missing. Mike, were you here on Tuesday for 1296?
Yeah, I was here. We were looking for Ralph and couldn't find him.
Yeah, you were looking for Ralph, but I guess you worked. We must have put Ron down. I'm sure I got him. Anyway, I just didn't hear you guys working him. That's all. So that may be why I can't recall his call being mentioned. Anyway, thanks, Ron. Appreciate the 1296 contact. We were a little short of check-ins. normally are getting in the mid-20s, and we were having a hard time yesterday on breaking at 20. We got to 19 and couldn't get beyond it. Conditions were just terrible on 1296 for north-south and east-west. I don't know how it would have been to you. I can't hear you under even the best of conditions. Hi. Anybody want to say hello to Ron, go ahead now. Otherwise, we'll let him go, and we'll go on up to get Santa Cruz, K6MYC.
226 is here.
Hey, there he is. We were talking about you. Are your ears burning?
Not yet.
Well, say hello to Ron. W6QUI is in here in a Tascadero.
Good evening, Ron. A6S, and good evening.
Yes, there was one other break in there too. It sounded like it might have been Rob.
I didn't hear it. I heard a voice, but it was way down. Who was the station that called Ron? Get his call and his Bozo number, Ron, over.
That's Bill, AA6S. Hi, Ron, WA6OIB here.
Ah, there he is. That's Ken, WA6OIB. Yeah, good evening. Good. Both you and Bill are about to blow my radio off the bench here.
Well, sorry about that. You better lock it down. And good evening to Bill over there.
Yeah. By the way, 1200 was perfect last night there, Mike. Yeah. Bill and I chatted for a while, and yeah, things were just super good. I don't know why you guys were having trouble, but it sure worked good east-west, over.
Okay. Well, maybe I just forgot that you were in there. Sometimes I can't hear Bill because he turns his power down there, so that may be why it just doesn't ring a bell, but it's probably on the sheet. I don't have the sheet in front of me. Anyway, very good. Good evening to you, Ken. Good to have you in here. We missed you on 222 and other places through the week here. WA6OIB, K6MYC. Have you found a home for the meeting Friday?
Yeah, well, we think we have. It's going to be, you remember where the old Silver Dollar was, right across the street there is the Marriott, and we've got a room there, Bird Dog, so I think we're gonna tie it up for sure tomorrow and let everybody know. So I think we'll be there. That's close, closer than the other place anyway. So we'll have a meeting there. Well, Monday I had my cataract surgery on my right eye and a new lens put in as well. So anyway, I was recuperating from that. It was late in the afternoon, so I was still kind of woozy from the anesthesia. So I didn't get it. I just didn't feel like getting up and getting out here. I was in the lounge chair, just kind of recuperating. But anyway, I went back today for a post-op, and everything seems to be doing fine. Lost all of the the tint. Everything looks in that right eye looks, whites are white, and color balance is good, and it looks really good. And I also lost the flaring from the astigmatism and whatnot. So lights look like a pin light rather than four lights, around each other and that kind of stuff. Anyway, so the next Monday I'll do. They're going to do the other eye for me. So everything's going well so far. WA6OIB. Good to hear you, Ron.
Yeah. It's good to know that went smoothly, and it's good to know that they're figuring out that if you're okay the first few days, you probably aren't going to have any problem. In the old days, they used to make you wait 6 months to a year before you wanted to do the second eye, and that was because they didn't want to take the chance that if they had a problem and you went blind in that right eye, you wouldn't want to take a chance on the left one at the same time. So they didn't do them simultaneously. Nowadays, a lot of times you can get them both done the same day, but I think most doctors still like to separate it. But now it looks like just a week between them, and that's great. That makes it easy, except if you have trouble getting back there. Where did you have done? Did you have it done by Remington or somebody else?
No, I had it done at IQ, Dr. Hinton, who's been working with me for quite a while. So not too far from here, just over there by the church. The IQ Vision Center there does a great job. So he's quite well respected.
Yeah, okay. Well, good. I'm glad that you're seeing colors again and getting rid of the foam and the fuzz and the blur and the diffusion. Good. Good to hear you. Okay, let's see. Ron 73s. We'll see you on Sunday night there. W6QUI in the group, K6MYC.
Okay, very good, Mike. Good evening to you and the group over there. And yeah, I'll look for you guys Sunday. 73 W6QUI Clip.
Okay, why don't you call that station that called in? It wasn't Ken, because it was way too weak for Ken unless he was running a milliwatt or something. So why don't you see if there's a station that does want to call in and is hearing you and the Bozo Net here, over?
That was Bill.
Oh, it was Bill turned away from me. Well, okay, that explains it. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I can barely hear you. We're on a total no, Mike. I can hear you right now for some reason. But just said goodbye to Ron there, and I'll head over towards Thomas direction there, KW6S, and see if he can hear me. Back to you there, K6MYC, WA, and the group AA6S.
Okay, very good. 7-3 run, and we're going towards Santa Cruz. Here we go. Okay, 6MYC looking for KW6S.
K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, and I'm not even pointed at you, and you're crushing me. Great signal. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've been listening to you guys for a while here, so I was ready when you started this way. And 610, in case not in case I forgot to say it earlier.
Hi, Tom.
WA60IB, KW6S. Yeah, good evening there, Ken. I just was working with some guys trying to plan some antenna work, and note that November 8th is locked out to come to Fresno.
Well, good. KW6S and the gang, WA60IB 226. Yeah, great. Well, we'll be ready for you. I don't know. I think we're going to have hot dogs this time, so we'll see how that works out. That'll be good for you, right?
Oh yeah. As soon as I get done with Thanksgiving, I'm going to go to Germany for a while. So yeah, it'll be kind of breaking me in.
Yeah, Wiener Schnitzels, huh?
Yeah, we're going over for Christmas markets.
Well, that'll be a nice trip. I'm glad you're able to go. That's good. Okay, very good. Well, have a great one, and we will, of course, be looking forward to seeing you here in a few weeks. WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, anybody else? I know Bill is here, AA6S. Go ahead, Bill. Call him, Ron. He may not hear me. Tom. Call AA6S, Tom.
AA6S, Bill, is KW6S.
Yeah, you're loud. I was hearing you fine before you moved the antenna, but man, you're up over 9 now. KW6S. Yeah, good evening there, Tom. You're smoking in here good. Yeah, well, don't eat too many of those German sausages there. KW6S, AA6S, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, well, we've done some of those before, but not in quite a few years. So we're going to Germany and Austria and Croatia. Really enjoy Croatia, so we're looking forward to getting back there. But yeah, you're doing good there tonight, and I heard you a little bit earlier, and been kind of watching on the streaming to see where the antennas are all pointed. Anyway, I'll catch you another evening there, Bill. AA6S, KW6S.
Yeah, Roger, Tom. You're coming in really good. KW6S. See you later, and take care of yourself there in the group, AA6S.
Okay, how about you, Mike? WA6AAJ, you still here, Mike? Well, he should be here. He'll probably come back in a little bit, but looks like he's taking a break there. All right. Good evening, Tom. Let's see if Lee is over there. AF6 United. AF6 United in the Watsonville area, K6MYC. Go ahead, Lee.
K6MYC, AF6 United, 1098, the countdown Bozo here tonight.
Okay, good signal, very strong, no problem. Sounds like we got good. Wish we had conditions like this on 1296. It's been really pukey on 1296 the last couple of days, last couple of weeks. You'll have one good week, and then it's terrible for a couple of weeks. I can't figure out why it doesn't hold steady. Anyway, you're sounding good. Anything new on your side, over?
Oh, nothing to report from here. Just doing the usual stuff, trying to get things organized by the workbench and that sort of thing, and just figuring out how to dig a big hole in the ground and pour some mud in it, if you know what I mean. So, nothing new here. Other than that, I'll just say 7-3 to everybody. Good to hear you. Yeah, you're coming in here 20 over tonight, Mike, and everybody else is sounding pretty good, too. So, K6MYC from AF6 United. Back to net.
Yeah, thank you, Lee. Let's see. Ken, are you still here, or did you go over to 10 meters? I think Ken left and went to 10 meters. It must be 8 o'clock. Is that time? Is that the time it is now?
About 2 after.
Yeah, okay, that's where everybody went there. All right. Well, good to hear you. Very strong, and keep thinking about that hole. It won't dig itself, I can tell you. But I can ask you a riddle. You know what gets bigger when you take away from it?
Surprise me.
A hole.
Okay, yeah, no, I get it. And hopefully I can just push it off the edge. So everything I think will work out pretty well. I just have to find somebody that's good at working an excavator so that I can get some good solid sides, cut through, and I don't think that it's going to be too terribly difficult, but I just want somebody that has a steady hand, and I haven't quite found the operator yet. So that's kind of the thing that's hanging me up right now. K6MYC in the group, AF6 United, back to you.
Yeah, in the old days, we just dug them by hand,
Yeah, well, that's a little bit too much work for me and a little bit too deep. I don't think I want to be down there with, 3 feet of dirt over my head and hoping that something doesn't happen in the meantime. So, yeah, I think that's a little bit above my pay grade at this point. AF6U, back to you.
Yeah, in Watsonville there, don't you have a rental place that rents equipment? They might be able to tell you somebody that's got the equipment you need.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm a little hesitant to try and call somebody that does it and advertises that they do it all the time, because God knows what I'm going to get in that regard, and they have to justify the expense of the equipment and everything. So, but yeah, I might just do an inquiry at the rental yard about rental rates and say, and by the way, do you guys have anybody that you suggest that can be an operator for the equipment? That's a good idea.
Yeah, and if that guy that they recommend can't do it, maybe he knows somebody that can. Most of the heavy equipment or light equipment, guys that can dig holes and grade and stuff know everybody else in the business. I'm sure you can find somebody over there between Santa Cruz and Watsonville and all the little burgs around you. I'm sure somebody's got a John Deere that can do it. John Deere with a front bucket, that's all you need.
Yeah, okay. Well, like I said, I think that's a good idea. I think I will call the rental place tomorrow and try and get, there's a couple of them in the area here. I'll try to get some information about rental rates and see what kind of recommendations they have and all of that good stuff. Thanks, Mike. Okay, K6MYC from AF6 United, back to net.
Yeah, the other place to call would be cement people. Your cement truck place, wherever you get cement from, they probably know construction people like crazy that have that kind of equipment. So that would be a backup. Over.
Yeah, okay. That's a good idea too. I did think about that because obviously I'm going to have to get some concrete in here one way or the other. So I'm trying to avoid the guys that do all of the big heavy advertising because they have the big heavy advertising budget that they have to support, and I'm just looking for somebody that I think is going to be honest and try and not sell me a bill of goods that I don't really need. And since I've never done this before, I'm not sure whether I'm going to get BS'd or not. So my BS meter isn't very sensitive in this regard, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I understand. Well, I think those are two sources that might lead you to the right guys. 7-3, Lee, and I'll shoot it back to. Well, you take it and turn it over to Tom, and then we'll get on up into the Bay Area there. AF6 United and the group K6MYC.
All right, Mike. Thanks for the suggestions. I appreciate it, and I don't have anything more to add, so I'll shoot it over to you, Tom. KW6S from AF6 United.
Very good, AF6U, KW6S, and don't forget the septic tank drain well digger, guys. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, Mike, and catch you tomorrow night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, septic tank guys can also dig that hole for you. That's just a little bigger than a septic tank hole, and they can usually handle it. I had a guy over here that had an auger. He had modified a little machine, what do they call it, a bobcat, that had an 18-inch auger on it. And he fixed up the hydraulics so the auger could auger out a 5-foot diameter hole, and he had auger bits all the way up to 5 foot. I had mine done 8 feet deep with 4-foot diameters, and my holes were round. But he did all 9 holes in one day, no problem. And it worked out great. So, you know, you never know what you're going to find. This guy's name was the Dirt Guy, the Dirt Man. He was the Dirt Man. You never know what you find. All right, 7-3, Lee. Good evening to you, Tom. See you tomorrow. AF6 United, KW6S, K6MYC to the Bay Area. QRZ Bay Area, Bozo Net. Bay Area.
Be quiet. There is WB6WNI1090. Mike, you are blasting in once again.
Yeah, you're doing fine. I moved the antenna up a little bit. I don't know whether I gained or lost on you, but you're still very Q5. Gary, good to hear you. WB6WNI, K6MYC, and good signal. I'm listening tonight on my Bluetooth, but for some reason I got a little bit too much gain in the monitor. I think Aaron's got my monitor turned up too high tonight, and it's giving me feedback. Maybe I can turn my hearing aids down. Maybe that'll help. Let me try that. It's picking up sound from somewhere. Let's try that. That might be better. All right. Anyway, over to you, and take one. And then we'll see who else is in there. K6MYC. Go ahead.
Okay, Michael, I'm going to take one. I didn't hear. I paused. You are so loud, I am positive no one else has come in yet. It is really nice conditions this evening. You peaked on a very high, when you were talking loudly, you peaked almost 40, yes, 40 over. I don't know, I might have a generous meter here. Anyway, 6 meters was interesting. We'll try again next Monday, but I found 6 meters. What was working and what wasn't working seemed kind of impossible, but you came in well on 6 meters. So anyway, well, I won't hold it, Mike. Maybe suddenly everyone's going to come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, beautiful signal. And Mike 73, I heard a couple of the guys that you had your QSO with, but not good enough to actually try to join in with them. But it's fun listening to them. K6MYCWB6W9 73 until tomorrow night.
Okay, we'll see you on 432 tomorrow night. You probably heard Alpha 6 Sugar and a couple of others, WA6OIB, but he had to go off to 10 liters, so you've worked Ken before. He always has a good signal in for you. All right, very good. Good signal, Gary. Good to hear you. We'll see you tomorrow night, sir. WB6WNI, San Jose Campbell, K6MYC, Central California, Bozo Net, looking into Bay Area for check-ins. Over.
WB6JNN, Willie Baker 6.
Got you 285, WB6JNN 285, K6MYC. Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. Actually down in the Bay Area, Monterey Bay Area today. Actually went up to Felton in that area, and then up the Big Basin. So I had a nice trip through the Redwoods.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, over there in the old stomping grounds where you worked. You worked in Watsonville, right?
I lived in Watsonville. I worked in Santa Cruz, and we used to have our church picnic up at Big Basin many, many years ago. Used to grease a pig up and chase him around the woods, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay. Well, you've been getting around lately and enjoying the good weather as long as it lasts. Here we're in a nice fall, nice easy transition from summer to winter here. Been very lovely here, temperature-wise about 80, and no wind, and just sunny blue skies, and just very comfortable. Good working weather. It's also good doing nothing weather. Hi. And certainly good driving weather around. You don't have to fight the rain and the weather. Good to hear you, Jim. Not real strong, but Q5, so it's hanging in there pretty well tonight. WB6JNN for your wrap, K6MYC.
Yeah, I'll probably have to get a bigger wet noodle if you want to hear me stronger than this with 10 watts. But anyway, I've been strategizing on how to get that amplifier into the system. Since I do so poorly on 432, I may just hang it in there and say that 432 as far as the amp's concerned. But I do have some things on 432 that I do work, the satellites, for example. So that's another issue. But that's the way it goes. Somebody put a low-pass filter on the output of the amplifier. I don't know if Ken did that or whoever built it. But it can't be removed conveniently. Yeah. So it doesn't work at 432 very well. Intentionally. WB6JNN.
Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully you get an amp on here before too long. Give me 100 watts. You'll be bodacious in here. 15 watts for solid copy that time. There's a QSB, but you're dropping down to still readable. Still 100% readable at the low end of the QSB, so pretty darn good band conditions tonight, Jim. 7-3 for now, and we'll see you tomorrow night on 432, hopefully. WB6JNN, K6MYC, QRZ for other check-ins from the Bay Area. Wonder where W6PQL is tonight. How about KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie?
You're not real good copy right now, over.
Well, give me some more chatter. You're strong here.
Okay, yeah, looking at the live stream, it looks like your antenna is a little bit south for me, and that should be better right there. Maybe even a little bit further north, but if you're hearing me okay, I think we're good. Over.
Yeah, no, we got you fine, Jim. Solid, very strong.
Okay, I was about S6, S7. You've been stronger, but the band is up and down, so it'll improve right about the time we finish, right?
Probably so, yes. Did you do any golfing today?
You doubled.
Did you do any golfing today?
No, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's my golf day. Mondays and Thursdays usually.
Yeah, okay. I don't keep track.
Yeah, it's 2:22 night and 4:32 night.
Okay.
That's a good way to keep track.
I guess that's what I'll have to do is keep track that way. Very good. You're sounding good, and I'm a little skimpy on people checking in here. We got Gary, WNI, and Jim, WJNN, but still haven't heard WA6AXX. Let's see if Stan is in here, AB6SR, K6MYC. How about it, Stan?
K6KY.
Okay, I hear you, Russ. No, Stan. Go ahead and pick it up, Russ.
All right, just checking in here. Just got back from dinner, and well, I haven't been on 2 meters for a long time. So everything's looking good, getting ready for Friday. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, very good, very good. And we're looking forward to Friday also. I've got, well, I'll probably get back. I've got some, I got to go into town on Friday, I think, but that's still up in the air a little bit. But it's just to pick up some pieces that we need for the solar array that we're adding, another array. But I think we should be back by 1 o'clock, and I don't think you're going to be here much before that. And I think we've got everything. There might be 1 or 2 little items that we can pick up at the store, but that's it. So I'll keep it in mind. Anyway, you're sounding very strong over here tonight, Russ. K6KLY 111, K6MYC.
All right, real good, Mike. Yeah, you're pretty strong up here also. Good evening to Judy, and Willie and me will see you guys on Friday, and I will call you from Madeira on the way. 7-3.
7-3, and look forward to it, Russ. So is Judy, and she's looking forward to seeing Willie as well. Probably more excited about Willie than you, buddy. She's a dog person, you know. Did you get that?
Okay, yeah, no problem. We'll be there.
Okay. See you later. Now, KB6BA, WKB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, AB6SR, K6MYC, Bay Area check-ins, 2 meters, please.
775, KB6WC.
KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. Good evening, Mike. I'll come up a little bit further north for you, but pretty good copy. Go ahead.
Hey, good evening, Mike and the group. Yep, good, mostly clear here, 61 degrees. Couldn't be better. How are you doing?
Oh, we're doing fine. It's a nice, warm day over here. Got to about 80, maybe a little bit more than 80, but not much more. But very pleasant. Very, very nice fall season. We're having a very nice transition from summer to winter. Over.
Roger, roger. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, for sure. Boy, I did not hear you on 1296 the other night. Were you on?
Well, no one heard me if I was on. I came on really early, and then I got the dinner call, and then we just couldn't line up.
Yeah, okay. Sorry we missed you. We only got 19 check-ins, but I'm sorry we missed you. We did work Jim, but it was really marginal. He was having real trouble with me. Yeah, I don't know whether you should always check in with Jim if you can get him on there and let him know you're there, even if you have the dinner call there. Anyway, we'll look for you tomorrow on 432, Mike. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC, over.
Roger, roger. We'll give it a try tomorrow. Have a good evening. 73, KB6 WFC.
Okay, and I'm still looking for W6PQ. Oh, I did work PQL. We got you. I'm sorry, Jim. Some nights you're late to check in here. KB6BA, AB6SR, 2 big regulars that are missing here. AB6SR, KB6BA, K6MYC, calling and listening.
You want to hear about some transistors?
Sure.
Our Amplion has a ART1K9 out now. They've had an ART1K6 out for a while. Now they've got an ART1K9. I've been waiting a couple of months to get my hands on a couple of samples. I just did. And they're characterized at both 50 volts and 55 volts. Here on 2 meters out of a single ART1K9, I was able to get 2 kilowatts. It's just amazing. That was at the higher voltage, and that's after filtering.
That's a 2 kW, did you say?
Yeah, it's rated at 1.9, but they'll do 2. And at 1500, they're loafing along and quite linear, not compressed at all. Pretty nice.
Yeah, pretty nice. Do you suppose they would drop into one of the older amplifier sockets without too much difficulty?
Yeah. If it's a single device amplifier, yes. The one that you have will outdo that. It's designed for much higher duty cycles. A single RF deck amplifier can only on EME do about 1200 or so before the transformers start to get way too hot. But on sideband and CW, man, that thing's a monster.
Yeah, okay. Well, I was thinking of our amplifiers. I got 4 or 5 of our amplifiers here that we use on 220 and 2 meters and 6 meters. It sounds like it would be a dandy on 6. It would probably be a screamer. What's the upper FT?
Oh, it's something like 500 megahertz. It's not bad.
Okay, so it still has some decent gain at 400 megs, huh? That's great. 432. Again, nice 1300 watts on that band. That's another couple of dB, huh?
Yeah, that'll be okay. Yeah, the problem on 432, of course, is the matching components. It's hard to get those things to survive on that band unless you split it up. The 1 kilowatt amp I used to make, like the one you have, has a pair of 500 watt devices on there. Actually, they're 700 watt devices, but they're starting to lose gas at 432. But that's still the way to go if you want a kilowatt amp. I just don't build those anymore. I just use the single device amp now.
Yeah, that's probably a better choice anyway. A lot of people don't need that big power on 432, particularly for terrestrial stuff. Okay, what does it cost?
Oh, about the same thing as a BLF 188 used to cost. There's a little over 200.
Oh, that's not bad. I'll mention it to my guys, and Ken might be interested in upgrading some of his stuff over there, WA60IB.
Yeah, there you go.
Probably ought to make a 220, 2 amp stand up and salute, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to try it on 232 and see how it does. I haven't gotten around to that yet. I just got the samples a couple days ago. But that's an idea for sure.
Yeah. I've got your older 222 amp. I've never put that thing on the air. It's sitting here. Of course, I don't hardly ever use 222 in this shack. But I just haven't had to do it because the other system is so reliable. Quote, knock on wood, haha. Anyway, let you go for now, but that's interesting and that's exciting. They're getting into the real serious stuff now, aren't they? They're 8877s are gone bye-bye.
Well, I'm surprised you can still get them.
What, 8877s?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can get them. I've got a Commander amplifier here. It would be nice to take that one and convert it to a pair of those solid-state devices. But it's got big, normal tuning capacitors and stuff in it. It's got a pair of 8877s, but I'm going to get rid of it because it puts out too much power and it arcs the final tank circuit.
Yeah, you probably can't do better than that anyway.
I know, but I want to make it run a little cooler, too. Okay, so we'll talk more about that. That's exciting stuff. And you got the thing on the HOA stuff?
Yeah, that's on the website now.
Okay, very good, very good. Let's hope they can get that through Congress, although the way the Democrats are acting right now, I'm not sure we can get anything through.
Yeah, we'd need a unified government and a couple of them with amateur radio licenses.
for sure. All right, very good, Jim. Let me take one more standby for the other two guys that aren't here. AB6SR, Stan, wake up. Let that Merlot wear off. AB6SR, KB6BA. Anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC, Bozo Net.
KT2G.
K22G. Good evening, Mark, and good to have you here on this band. Nice signal, about the same as you were on 1296. Over. 863, right?
Indeed, 863.
What's new up there tonight?
Not much. Didn't run any nets tonight. Yeah, so a more quiet evening here.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're doing fine. No problem copying. I can't remember whether you upgraded. What are you running for an antenna and power on this band?
I'm running the antenna that you sent over a couple of years ago, 3 years ago maybe. It's a Yagi. It's the 7-element Yagi.
Yeah, okay. Very good, very good. It's doing a good job from your location. You can get out really well there. Someday you can put up a big monster tower and a quad array on every band, and you can call the Bozo Net.
Yes, yeah, tower. Yeah, it wouldn't fit in my backyard. Yeah, it's you cannot even put the base of a tower in here.
Oh boy, are you in Los Altos?
No, so I'm in the border of Los Altos. So I'm on across the street. It's Los Altos. I am Mountain View, but the lots here are small.
Yeah, I know they are in certain areas. Well, you must be on the uphill side, aren't you?
It's where I begin. If you're familiar with foothill, it's where foothill really begins to go up. I'm still in a flattish side. What I do have though is that I only have houses around me, so no apartment complex, no funny stuff. But unfortunately, I have a power line running in front and in the backyard. So that doesn't help. I mean, it's okay in 2 meters and up, but in the lower bands, it's not fun.
Yeah, okay. Well, you sure do good from there. You got a great magic spot there, particularly. It has to be good for the 10 watts on 1296 to be as strong as it is over here. You just got a wonderful shot down the valley and over into our valley here. Anyway, great to hear you, Mark. Thanks for checking in, and welcome home. Hopefully you'll be around for a few more days, a few more weeks. Hi. KT2G, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
Oh, yeah, KM6SR. Yeah, no plans on traveling until the end of the month. Good hearing you too, Mike. 73, take care. KT2G.
KM6SR.
Okay, hang on a second, Rob. 807. AB6SR, go ahead, Stan. Did I hear 807, AB6SR?
107.
Oh, 107. I thought I heard 807. I'll take it. Let me cross out 807 here and put in 107. How you doing, Dane?
Doing good. I was just in the middle of dinner and I looked up at the clock and I thought, I don't want to keep Mikey up too late, so I think I'll run in.
Okay. Well, good. I'm glad you did. And got a big booming signal here this evening. Rob's in here. I'm sure Rob's hearing you as well. Rob, pick it up. And good to have you. Where were you, over on 10 or what?
Yeah, we're over at the board meeting here at Marcus's, so I'm barely hearing Dane. I just wanted to check in 432 and 1200.
Okay, very good. We got you checked in, and I guess I'll have to just have Judy take a picture of the log and send it over to you, huh?
Yeah, that'll work. Otherwise, I'd have to listen to the net from the beginning to the end.
Oh, what a drag, huh?
I could think of more interesting things that I got to do right now.
I bet you can. Okay. Anyway, Dane, good evening to you, and thanks for being there. You're, well, I think we've got everybody except Dan out of Course Gold tonight. I don't think we can milk much else except to get Dan in here. Over. Go ahead.
79.
Who's 79?
K6USY 1079. I'm also over here for the board meeting.
Okay. I'm not sure. I haven't got you checked in already, but I probably don't. I thought you would be in here. I might have written you in at the beginning, but I'll write you in again. And good to hear you. Good, strong signal. And I assume the stream is working okay, huh?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'll listen to it on the way home, and then I'll shut it down when I get home. So thanks, Mike. K6USY.
Okay. You don't have Brittany with you, huh?
No, sir. She's at home with the girls.
Well, she's right next to the radio. I can check her in if she's standing next to the radio.
Yeah, but the radio's off.
Don't tell me that.
Roger, Roger. Well, oh, and I'm going to a concert at the fair tomorrow, so I won't be around tomorrow night. K6USY.
Oh, what, you'll have the stream on?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Good evening to you. And Dane, 7-3, I think you're in there, but you were holding. Any further comments, Dane, or are you trying to get Dan on the air here? WB6JNP in the group K6MYC. Yep, he's gone. Maybe off to dinner. KM6HK, AB6SR, KB6BA. We're still missing a few key people out of the Bay Area. K6MYC, well, last call. That's it. You've had your chance. I'm going to Oakley. Here we go.
This is KG6QNY, also there, Mike.
Who is it? Oh, KG6QNY. Good evening, Marcus. 10-something. What's your number, Marcus?
1091.
1091. That's what I was going to say, but you don't check in quite often enough here. We got you at 1091, not 1090. Got it. Thank you, Marcus. I don't know, but it's an outside possibility that we'll make it to the club meeting Friday. I don't know if you're going or not. Maybe he's not going to answer me. Okay. Let's see. Let me go up here toward, well, I guess I'm close to you, Ken. Somewhere in here. N6 Radio Oscar, or N6O in the contest mode, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO. Yeah, so yesterday was my last N6O day. N6RO, Bozo 835, Charlie Mike 97, high temperature 79. I haven't had dinner yet. The day was sort of screwed up, but yesterday was the worst day of this year for me, with all sorts of things breaking. WZZ was over today to help me put a new battery in my Prius, which was really bugging me. I missed the smog check deadline because of the battery. But Dave, John is a mechanic by trade, and he can fix things. Yeah, can you hear the stuff in the background, the CW? Oh.
Yeah, 60 words a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's WD6T. He was my best CW operator. At the moment, he is leading the contest right now with 133 contacts in a half an hour. And he had the highest rate in the beginning, 50 QSOs in 10 minutes. That's an hourly rate of 300. What he's doing is using a flex with basically two radios, and he's always transmitting on one or the other and listening on whichever one calls. And I'm monitoring him using a flex also, so I can hear both his transmit and the people that call him, which is quite a chore, even though I'm not doing the contest. K6MYC and 6RO.
Yeah, sounds like a challenge. Way too fast for me. Is that CW speed he's using, is that readable by humans?
Say again?
Is that readable by humans?
Oh, yeah. The typical range, Dave's going about 38 right now. But if somebody calls him at 44, he'll match him because he can control the speed easily. Most of the work is between 32 and 42 words a minute.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. Getting out of my league. I could probably get some call signs if I heard it enough times.
N1 PPP, Clear Lake.
N1 PPP, Clear Lake, 336. I hear you, Dave. Good evening.
Also KE6QR 177.
177, I got you also, Gary. Good evening. Hang on a second. Let's finish. Go ahead, Ken. Finish her up. I hear Dave in there. N1 PPP, I should say. And we've got KE6QR also in. Forgot the name of the town. Gary, over. Vallejo. That's right. Vallejo. Okay, go ahead, Ken. Now, Ken must have been wrapped up in CW there. I haven't had dinner yet either, Ken, so we're both in the same boat here. I'm looking forward to sitting down in front of my hamburger, though. 7-3, N6RO in a group, K6MYC.
Yeah, Mike, I haven't got much more to report. I got to cut down my long-windedness. We'll see you on 432 tomorrow, N60.
Well, you're far from long-winded. You ought to see some of the guys we talk to.
Oh, yeah, I listen and wait my turn. See you tomorrow.
See ya. N6RO, K6MYC. How about, Dave, is it still up for you? Okay, N1 PPP, go ahead. I guess it's gone, but I got him. I might as well log in 160 as well.
WB6 on ISO.
And here, Dennis in there. Dennis, did you get the boys in Clear Lake, both of them?
Yeah, I heard Dave check in directly. Also, go ahead and check in 160 while you're at it there. And I got a few others there for you.
Go ahead, I got them.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. I'm trying to catch up with here. Okay. N6BX, Larry, 782. He called, wanted to get checked in. And also KA6NBC, Richard, at 849. And we also have Mr. Dan, N6TNI, at 132 break.
Got it.
You get that okay?
I got it.
Okay. One other one we talked to was N7. Oh, two others actually. N7 Whiskey Tango, Larry, at 657. Talked to him earlier. Would like to get checked in. Along with K7SUN, Mr. Stan, at 442. And I'm Bozo 86. Over.
Oh, amazing. I haven't heard Stan for 2 or 3 months, so I'll call him again when I get up that way, but that's great to hear the Stan's still functional. Over.
Oh, yeah, he checks in here once in a while, and I talk to him quite often every morning there on 3959. He does check in with us fairly regularly there.
Okay, very good. Well, tell him that we'll keep looking for him on 2 meters and on other bands as well. We work Daniel up there on almost every band.
Yeah, I work Daniel. He'll check in directly in KD6BQ. I talked to him earlier, him and Stan and the gang up there. We get on 144 230 about 7 o'clock, and kind of work our way back and forth up there. Signals are outstanding. 5.9 plus 10 over, no problem at all. Very, very good conditions that way.
Yeah, very good. Okay, well, I got everybody. Let me go backwards a little bit to get W6 WZZ. John, are you in here?
KO6 IQR.
KO6 IQR 1089. Go ahead, Mario.
Hey, good evening there. Just saw you pointing over my head here up to the guys up there. You had to be peeking on me there, blowing me out of the sky. So figured I'd call in now.
Yeah, I'm on you now, and I got you. 1089. Good to hear you. As always, good to hear you from Turlock.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, real quick, I'm going to switch over to a different antenna and see what my signal's like versus this one, over.
Okay, well, we'll have to have somebody else tell you because I can't see the S-meter here. If you can look at the stream, you can see your own signal on the stream, over.
Roger. Okay, this is KO6IQR. Do a little quick audio test on a secondary antenna, over.
Well, you're not moving the mesh meter, but you're still readable. It's Q5, but S0, over.
Roger. Okay. Yeah, I picked up one of your older 4-element Yagis from Merle, N6BCC. He's only about 15 minutes away here. He had one up for sale in great shape and threw it up on the mast, although it's not very high up, about 20 feet up. Just wanted to see what the difference was, over.
Oh, yeah, well, big difference, of course, for the Yagi and some directivity and some gain. That's close to 10 dB. So a big improvement, obviously, over the whole loop at lower altitude.
Yeah, and I can see it on my meter versus the whole loop. Your 4S units from one to the other, over.
Yeah, big difference. So stay with the 4-element, huh? All right, very good. Let you go, Mario. I'm running behind the curve here, so I better get moving. But good to hear you. N6BCC, are you here, Merle? I don't hear Merle. W6WZZ, are you here, John? How about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima? How about you, John?
KD6WVL, 1179.
Very good signal. No problemo. And of course, we'll look for you on 432 tomorrow with a slightly smaller signal from the whole loop, but it does a marvelous job, over.
Oh, Roger. You're sounding good, Mike. Thanks for the check-in. Have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for letting me skip in and skip out here. If you don't have anything particular, I've been dragging here. I had a hard time pulling. It was like pulling teeth to get people in the Bay Area to check in. I got 6 finally, but it took me a half hour, over.
Oh, yeah. They seem to be quiet. I don't know what happened. I remember years ago that there was a lot of activity. All right, 7-3, K6NYC, KD6WVL.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, John. Anybody else before I go right into the heart of Sacramento? K6NYC, Bozo Net.
K6MTS, Mike.
Oh, hi, Mark. K6MTS and Prather. Not the heart of Sacramento by any means, but good copy, over.
Close enough. 680 and FYI, yeah, I had a hamburger and some French fries for dinner, the heat-up frozen kind, but they were delicious. And so I hope yours is as good as mine, over.
Oh, yeah, I don't like French fries as much as I like the tater tots.
Well, to each their own. Yeah, I could do either one. I think tater tots was Napoleon Dynamite's favorite.
Okay, very good. Well, hang in there. We'll be able to hear you no matter where we're pointed here. Let me get into Sacramento and get those guys while they're still alive up there.
7-3.
KJ6KFB. I wonder if you're in there, Darren. KJ6KFB, K6NYC.
Golf Yankee, Bozo 884.
Okay, Golf Yankee, I've got you. Now listen, I've got a fella here on frequency. I hope he's on frequency. WA6 Alpha Juliet, Mike in Clovis. And he's about to put up the same 160-meter loop that you have. And he should talk to you a little bit. Maybe you guys can go off frequency. He needs to know what kind of wire you used and any other tips that you might have about mechanics of it, whether you're feeding it with a 1-to-1 or a 4-to-1 balun or what you're doing there. So let's see if Mike is here. WA6AAJ, Mike. Oh, damn it. He doesn't do a very good job of sticking around very long. I told him I'd have you on here. Can you... I've got your phone number, I'm sure, Phil. So I'll just give him your phone number. Or is your email address okay on QRZ, Phil?
Roger. The email's okay. Phone number's better. Just tell him to give me a call. I should be here all day tomorrow. And anytime he gets a chance, give me a call. Over.
Okay, well, maybe you could do this. Maybe you could have Barbara just send him a quick email with your phone number. That would be easier than me getting involved in it, because I don't hear him right now. He's off somewhere doing something else. WA6 Alpha Juliet. WA6 AAJ Mike in Clovis. You tie that all together. I'm sure his email address is okay. Over.
Okay, W6 AAJ. All right, in Clovis.
Oh, WA6 AAJ.
W6 AAJ. Okay.
Oh no, WA6.
Roger, WA6 AAJ.
That's it. You got it now. Mike and Clovis. Just off the top of your head, do you remember what kind of wire you're using for the loop?
Okay, not a problem. WB6GGY.
Are you not copying me well, Phil? You don't seem to be answering my question. I said, what kind of wire are you using in your loop?
The loop is steel wire, copper coated from the wire man. Go ahead.
Okay, number 12 or 14 gauge?
It's number 14, and then it's copper coated. So actually, it's a number 13 wire.
I know what it is. It's copper weld. Copper weld 14 gauge is what they call it. Okay, very good. He was looking at that, and that's what he was going to use, but he's buying it from somebody that's going to cut it to the right length for him, which doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but maybe it'd be easier if he just bought a 500-foot spool and then added what he needed. I think he needs a little over 500 feet for the loop. Over.
Roger, that's what the guys have been using. Mine is cut for 80 meters. Greg's is cut for 160. So, but they're both using the same wire. Over.
Roger. Okay. Copper weld's the best. It's just the most expensive. And there's only a few sources, but I'll tell him to use the wireman. I don't know where he went, but that would be a good choice. The wireman always does a good job. Thanks, Phil. Good to hear you. See you in the morning. WB6GGY, K6MYC.
7373. You and Judy have a good evening. WB6GGY.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Okay, anybody else? How about KJ6KFB, Darren?
KE6ILX in the mobile.
Okay, we'll take KE6ILX 96. I'm not pointed at you, but you're very loud. Good evening.
Yeah, no problem. Just pulling into the property here and headed into the house. So just thought I'd get my check in there and head on out. So we'll talk to you soon. KE6ILX 96.
Yeah, you're pounding in from whatever that location is you're at right now. You're really strong on 2 meters here. Over.
Yeah, I just pulled up in front of the house, so not even where I normally, not on the top of the hill, just turned the truck the direction of use. So in the truck, the same PEM, so doing okay.
Alrighty, go get some dinner. I haven't had mine yet either, but go ahead in. Thanks for the quick check-in. Good to hear you. See you tomorrow on 432, perhaps. KE6ILX, K6MYC, QRZ, KO6KD, Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Delta, K6MYC.
Good evening, Mike and the net, KO6KD, Bozo 776, in Charlie Mike 98, and haven't got any rain or anything like that. Missed you guys this morning. I was going to tell you the high temp today was 81. was there, but then again, it's kind of a long story. But at any rate, hopefully there'll be activity tomorrow, and we have a band conditions like we did today. It's great. But anyway, I'll try to check in tomorrow. But anyway, Bozo 86, Bozo 86, that's Dennis, Bozo 776. Darren is not going to be here tonight. I talked to him a couple hours ago, and he said that he probably would not be here for whatever that's worth. If you got him, that's great. If you didn't, well, he's got other things. Okay, that's it. Back to you, K6MYC and the Bozos from KO6 Kitty.
Yeah, okay. Well, we were there and we called you in several times in the morning, but we had everybody else was there, so you were the only one that was missing. So we got along without you because we had plenty of others. So there you go. We'll see you in the morning, maybe. Thank you, Bill. Thanks very much for the update on Darren not being there, and I won't write him in. Thank you. And I'll go get John quickly, and then we'll see if there's the boys in Reading are waiting for us there. KR6MR. John, good evening, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and the group, K6MYC. This is KR6MR, Bozo 759.
Gotcha. And, boy, the conditions were really thin yesterday on 1296. We had you, but it was just little pieces coming through. Really, really thin. We need that 80 watts back up on the tower, over.
Oh, I agree, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it, but that's, secondary issues right now.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just complaining because I can. Anyway, it was good to get you checked in. We only had 19, so we needed everybody we could squeeze out of the ground, and everybody was weak. I don't think anybody had a normal signal. So the band was really attenuated last night for some reason. 7-3, John, thanks very much for being there as always. And I'm running late, so I want to get the boys in Reading, and then I'm going to go up to Nevada and get out of here and go have some dinner. I haven't had any dinner yet. 7-3, KR6MR for your final, K6MYC.
410. Okay, 73s, have a good evening, and continue with the net. KR6MR, see you tomorrow on 432. 410.
I got you, Russ.
Hi, Russ. Hey, John.
Hey, yeah, well, good signal as always, Russ. Good to have you in here. 410, KW6 Tango, K6MY. Good to hear you.
No, very good, Mike. Yeah, I was off about a week. We were down over in Texas for a week, so I got back home, decided to better check in. You might forget all about me. Anyway, all right, Mike, have a good one. Boy, K6MYC, KW6T Bozo 410 to make it official. 73, have a great evening.
Okay, thank you. And, well, I haven't, you're inconsistent enough that I don't call you when I get into your area, because I assume you'll be there. If you call in, I won't have any trouble finding you. You're always loud from your location there. 7-3, Russ, thank you. Good evening. And I'm still pointed kind of close to Reading, so let's see what the Reading boys have got for us here. 320. This should be a little better for Reading. KW6T, K6MYC, clear with you and looking for Reading, Charlie November 80, KD6SW, and KO6HS. Go ahead, Rich, over.
Okay, good evening there, Mike. This is KD6 shortwave in Reading, number 145. Good signal so far, over.
Yeah, good signal. Q5, not bodacious, but certainly readable. And the very Q5. Are you starting to get any cooler weather and rain up here yet?
Oh, no rain as yet, but it was cooler. I think it was in the 80s today. I don't know, but it was a good day to be outside and kind of sitting in the lawn chair out there enjoying some sunshine for a change. You don't do that in the middle of summertime. Over.
Now, we tried to do that yesterday, but actually the afternoon sun was still too hot. We were comfortable from air temperature-wise, but the sun was just blasting through. It was so clear and clear as crystal clear, and the sun was really, really hot. So we had to get out of the sun. Hi. Anyway, great to hear you. Let's see if Jerry's in there. KO6HS. Gary, K6MYC. Jerry.
Ori, here, Mike. Took a little bit of a fade. There, but still copying you. Over.
Yeah, Q5, Jerry. Not loud, but Q5, and okay on the fade. I didn't try to optimize on you or Rich yet, but I'll try to do that for your final there. Anyway, great to hear you. Thanks very much for being there as always, guys. And hopefully one of these days maybe we'll hear Rich tomorrow night on 432. Sometimes we hear him, sometimes we don't. I missed him again on 6 meters. I did not hear you at all on 6 again, Rich. KO6HS for your final, and then up to Rich, K6MYC.
Very good. You have a copy, 100% copy there. This propagation is being lost. We're just kind of losing that. But anyways, we're looking forward for the rain. It's supposed to be raining in a couple days, so we'll see if that actually happens. That'll be a big change for us, and it's going to get cooler too. So we'll see what happens. We'll see you next time, KO6HS.
Yeah, solid copy. I found a little better peak on you. This should be quite strong now. Very nice. Okay, on the rain in a couple of days, that means maybe 3 or 4 or 5 days we'll get some down here, and the weather will cool. We're also quite warm here. We were in the 80s, very low, but low 80s today as well. Very nice transition from summer to winter here. Good evening, Jerry, and over to you, Rich. 7-3, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow night, perhaps on 432, Rich. KD6SW, K6MYC.
Okay, KD6SW. I did not hear anything from you on 6 meters. Realized I was standing by to give you a call, but no luck. See if I have any luck on 432 there for tomorrow. 73, KD6 copy west, getting ready.
Yeah, you were in a fade. You were in a fade when you said 6 meters. Okay on 432 tomorrow. But I missed what you said on 6 meters. Over.
I'm saying that I heard nothing from you on 6 meters. Just a big zero.
Yeah, went back in the fade. It was really good for a little bit there, and Jerry was very strong. So I thought sure I wouldn't have any trouble with you there. Anyway, I just didn't get it. 73's, Rich. 73's, we'll see you tomorrow night on 432. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC for your final. Over.
Okay, 73, Mike. We'll hopefully see you next tomorrow on 432. KD6SW ready.
Good evening, Redding. Now, let's see. Anybody else before I go to Nevada? K6MYC, Bozo Net, 2 meters. Nothing heard going to Nevada. Here we go. There's Nevada. And we might have N7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ. Eric, are you there tonight? Okay, I hear you, but it's not readable. So I'm going to write down 1193, but because I know your number. But not quite readable, but it'll probably come roaring up in a minute. And we'll shoot it back your way in just a minute. Let's see if Richard is in there. KD6BQ, K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249. And Eric is definitely there. Yeah, I copied it. You're having trouble hearing him there. You were actually a lot stronger on your beam heading towards Redding. When you were talking to Redding, you were 10 over 9 here. So I don't know if it's conditions changing or just a little difference in the pointing. Anyway, K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249, over.
Well, sometimes the path is a little different, and nothing changes in the antenna. This antenna is very consistent. I did go back just a little bit west of north now by 3 or 4 degrees, and you came up a little bit. So I think that's just more band fade than anything else, Richard, but great to hear you. Thank you. Over.
Yeah, you're back to 10 over now, and Eric may hear you better. You may hear Eric. Give him another try.
Yeah, let's see if I can get you out of the noise this time, Eric. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu in Reno, K6MYC. Go ahead, Eric.
November 7 Victor Alpha Zulu, N7 VAZ, 1193, over.
Yeah, I got your 1193. And are you guys expecting any rain soon up there?
Not that I'm aware of. Beautiful day today. Beautiful day today. Over.
Yeah, it's been beautiful for us too. Very nice transition from summer to winter here. No radical temperature changes or whatever, so that's always nice. Came way up on that one. I think the band is just starting to settle into something here, or it's changing, one or the other. Thank you, Eric. Great to hear you as always. N7VAZ with KD6BQ. Let's see if I've already checked in. Larry checked in earlier with Dennis. So let me see if Daniel is there, and then maybe even Stan is here. KD6 KE7UQL, I should say. KE7UQL, K6MYC.
272 KE7UQL is here, Mike. Over.
And very Q5 at that. Good signal, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Boy, it was thin on 1296, though, wasn't it?
Yes, I think the path is going into its wintertime cool down. Over.
Well, possibly. I'm always trying to get there. I got there at 8:07 yesterday, but it still didn't seem to help. Maybe they've changed the flight pattern.
Yes, I was hearing you, but it would just never come up any stronger than what it was. Over.
Well, I need to add the 10 kW amplifier, I guess, huh?
Yeah, 10K would be good. And now, do you have a power supply that would run it? Over.
Yeah, I have that. Well, the other alternative is go to a 10-foot dish. I have a 10-foot dish I could stick up on the side of the tower. Over.
Yeah, Roger on the dish. Okay, we'll try to do the same here. Over.
Okay, very good. I guess you had Stan in there tonight. Let's see if Stan is hearing me. I may have to move the antenna a little bit more. Stan, I wonder if you're there. K7SUN, K7SUN, K6MYC. Yeah, Stan came and went, but I did log him in. So if you work him or hear him, you might tell him Dennis checked him in here from Sacramento. Back to you, Daniel, and then back to Richard, and then we'll get on out of here, and I gotta get something to eat for dinner. KE7UQL, I should say. Well, we have Larry already. K6MYC. Go ahead, Daniel.
Yes, K6MYC. Here is KE7UQL. I will miss you tomorrow, but I'll see you on Sunday. KE7UQL. 73. Good night.
Okay, well then, Richard, it's going to be up to you, Richard, to hang in there with me on 432 tomorrow. You and Larry might make in there. KD6BQ for a final. K6MYC.
Yeah, K6MYC, KD6BQ. Yep, I'll have my smoking 8 watts fired up for tomorrow night, 432, if everything goes well. So we'll give you a shout on CW. Hopefully you can hear me with my 8 watts. And I think if Eric's around, he could be on too. He'd probably have a better signal than I will. So anyway, 7-3 Mike, thanks for running the net, and have a good evening. Let you go get some dinner. K6MYC, KD6BQ in Nevada.
Okay, KD6BQ in the group, K6MYC. And Eric, I think you have 432. You told me the other night you had 2 meters and 432, so maybe we'll hear you in there tomorrow night as well. N7VAZ for a final, K6MYC.
That's right, Mike. I'll do my best to be here tomorrow. 73 N7VAZ.
Yeah, now you're very loud. Boy, oh boy, you got a big peak going. Thanks, Eric. Great to hear you. See you tomorrow. K7 Victor Alpha Zulu in the group, K6MYC clear. Anybody else before I go back to down south? Okay, nothing heard. Good night all. K6MYC going to... I'm going to the Bay Area briefly. Did.
7-Eleven.
I hear 7-Eleven. Good evening, John.
Good evening, and hope to see you Friday if you can come to the meeting.
I'm bringing the antenna around to south here. So hang on a second. I'll have a little better copy on you. And I think Rob is here also. Rob's home now, I think. You're home, right, Rob? I don't know where Rob is. Maybe he's down eating dinner. Anyway, that should be a little better, John. KA6MI, K6MYC.
So you're fine here. Yeah, you're off the back of the beam. And there is a President's Radio Club meeting on Friday, and they do have a new place. I'll see anybody there that can actually make it.
Yeah, I guess it's the Marriott across the street from the Silver Dollar there.
Right, yep, just heard that tonight.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, I don't know whether we'll make it, but we'll do what we can. Who knows? I'll talk to Rob. Maybe he can get us a ride down there. We'll play it by ear. Let's see.
Thanks, K6MI.
Okay, thank you, John. How about you, Eddie? KE6BK, KE6BK, K6MYC. Eddie, are you here? Anybody else? KB6RQU. How about you, Rick? Anybody anywhere? K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, well, with that cheery note, I'm going to sign off, guys. Good night to all. This is K6MYC and Delta Mike 07 Delta Bravo, signing the 2-meter Bozo Net off on October, what is this, 8 or 9, I guess. 9 today, isn't it? Good night all, K6MYC.
Good night, Mike.
Good night.